Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most anticipated compact crossovers of the year, the 2026 Honda HR-V. Honda has made a name for itself by building cars that are reliable, practical, and easy to live with, but for 2026, they've taken the HR-V a step further with more technology, more refinement, and a design that looks a lot more upscale than before. So let's take a detailed look at the new HR-V, inside, outside, under the hood, and finally, see if it's worth your money. Let's start with the exterior, because that's the first thing you'll notice about the 2026 model. Honda has clearly been listening to feedback, because the HR-V now looks more mature and confident. It's based on the same platform as the Civic, and that really shows in the proportions. The front fascia now has a sleeker, more premium look with a thinner LED headlight setup that flows nicely into a more sophisticated grille design. The Honda emblem sits proudly in the center, flanked by a mesh pattern that varies slightly depending on the trim you choose. The lower bumper has been redesigned to look more athletic, with sharper lines and a wider stance. Around the side, you'll notice the roofline is more coupe-like than before, but it still maintains the practicality of a compact SUV. The door handles are no longer hidden like on the previous model. Instead, Honda has gone for a cleaner, more cohesive design that feels solid when you grab it. The wheel options range from 17 to 19 inches depending on trim, with the top-tier model getting a unique multi-spoke design that really fills out the wheel arches. Moving to the rear, the LED taillights are slimmer and now connected by a gloss black trim piece that stretches across the tailgate. The Honda badge sits neatly above it, and the overall shape feels wider and more grounded. You can tell Honda wanted the HR-V to look more like a baby passport than a big fit, and they nailed it. Now stepping inside, the cabin is where the 2026 HR-V makes its biggest impression. Honda interiors have been trending upward lately, and this one is easily among the best in its class. As soon as you open the door, you're greeted by a clean, horizontal layout that feels both modern and familiar. The materials are surprisingly upscale, with soft touch surfaces on the dashboard and door panels, a new honeycomb-style air vent design like the Civics, and well-padded seats that make long drives comfortable. The driver's seat now offers more adjustability, and higher trims come with power adjustment and memory settings. The seating position strikes a perfect balance between a car-like feel and SUV visibility. In front of the driver sits a fully digital instrument cluster that displays crisp graphics and customizable views. The infotainment system has also taken a big leap forward. The standard screen is now 8 inches, while the top trims get a 10.2-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The interface is quick, intuitive, and doesn't require you to dig through endless menus to find what you need. Physical knobs for volume and temperature are still there, thankfully, because Honda knows how frustrating touch-only controls can be. You also get wireless charging, multiple USB-C ports, and a high-quality audio system that performs well even on base models, though the premium Bose system in the top trim really stands out with its clarity and punch. One of the biggest reasons people buy an HR-V is practicality, and Honda hasn't forgotten that. The 2026 model offers more interior space than before, thanks to a longer wheelbase and a slightly wider body. Rear passengers now get noticeably more legroom, and even tall adults can sit comfortably without feeling cramped. The rear seats fold flat, opening up a cargo area that's among the best in its class for usable space. While the old Magic Seat system is gone, the new layout is still flexible and versatile enough for most needs. You can easily fit luggage, bikes, or even small pieces of furniture with no problem. Under the hood, the 2026 HR-V sticks with what works but refines it. The base engine remains a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, producing around 158 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with a continuously variable transmission that's been retuned for smoother and more responsive performance. It's not a rocket ship by any means, but for everyday driving, it feels well balanced and predictable. Front-wheel drive is standard, while all-wheel drive is available on every trim. What's new for 2026 is the rumored hybrid option, similar to what we've seen in the Civic Hybrid. While Honda hasn't officially confirmed all the specs yet, it's expected to offer significantly better fuel economy, likely around 40 miles per gallon combined, and improved low-end torque for city driving. That addition could make the HR-V one of the most efficient small SUVs on the market. On the road, the HR-V feels composed and stable. The steering is light but precise, making it easy to maneuver in tight spaces, and the suspension does a great job of soaking up rough pavement without feeling floaty. Because it shares its platform with the Civic, you can sense that underlying confidence in its handling. It corners more securely than most of its rivals, and body roll is well controlled. Honda has also worked on reducing cabin noise, and it shows. At highway speeds, wind and road noise are minimal, giving the HR-V a more refined feel than you might expect in this segment. Safety has always been a strong point for Honda, and the 2026 HR-V continues that trend. Every trim comes standard with Honda Sensing, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, traffic sign recognition, and blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert. The new version of the system uses improved cameras and sensors, making it smoother and more accurate in operation. The adaptive cruise control, for example, reacts more naturally in stop-and-go traffic, and the lane keeping system feels less intrusive than before. As for trims, Honda typically offers the HR-V in LX, Sport, EXL, and possibly a new touring or hybrid variant for 2026. The LX will cover the basics with cloth seats and standard infotainment, while the Sport trim adds blacked-out accents, sportier wheels, and unique interior touches. The EXL brings leather upholstery, a larger screen, and extra driver aids, while the potential touring or hybrid trim could combine the best features with improved efficiency and performance. Now let's talk about pricing, which is always a key factor. The 2026 Honda HR-V is expected to start around $26,000 for the base LX with front-wheel drive, moving up to roughly $28,500 for the Sport, $31,000 for the XL, and potentially around $34,000 to $36,000 for the fully loaded hybrid or touring trims. All-wheel drive typically adds about $1,500 to those numbers. Considering the amount of tech, comfort, and safety you get, the HR-V offers solid value compared to competitors like the Toyota Corolla Cross, Mazda CX-30, and Hyundai Kona. Overall, the 2026 Honda HR-V feels like a car designed for people who value quality, space, and refinement without spending luxury-level money. It's not trying to be the sportiest or flashiest SUV out there, but it delivers where it matters most, in comfort, efficiency, and long-term dependability. If you're looking for a small crossover that looks sharp, drives smoothly, and has a cabin that feels like it belongs in a more expensive vehicle, this new HR-V should definitely be on your shortlist. So that's the full breakdown of the 2026 Honda HR-V, inside, outside, under the hood, and on the road. Honda's taken everything people loved about the previous model and made it more sophisticated, efficient, and desirable. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth car reviews, and let me know in the comments what you think about the new HR-V. Would you pick it over the Corolla Cross or the CX-30? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.